Go on with it, go on with it. Blessings all for my life, man. My thank God for the journey, the earnings, and that's for the plus. Gratitude is a must. Blessings fall by my right hand.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, where I speak about movie, TV, and soon-to-come books, and everything that I like, dislike, and the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything all throughout and in between those frames of media. Alright, now this is another Bridgerton video. This one's going to be a little bit shorter than the last one, but I did want to talk about Penelope. It's come to my attention that there's like a Penelope hate train, and I can understand why. She's a gossiper. A lot of people have been hurt by her words. And I mean hurt like emotionally and by society. Like, nobody's dying because of Lady Whistledown. Like, let's just be honest here. But I want to speak about Penelope and Eloise and why I don't like Eloise, but I do like Penelope, and I'm going to explain why. And it sounds a little highfalutin when I explain it, but I just want to get it out. Penelope is fair. And let me explain what I mean by that. Yes, she loved Colin, but she would have been willing to have Marina be with Colin if Marina did it the right way. We all know that Colin told Marina, if you had just told me the whole truth, I would have married you. Which means that even though it would have hurt Penelope, she couldn't have done anything about it at that point. And she would have been happy for Colin, because she did like Marina to a certain extent. Penelope did like Marina, so she would have been mad, but it is what it is. One of the reasons why she detonated a bomb on her own family is because she loves Colin. Which is why, now that I think about it, because I gave Eloise the benefit of the doubt, like I understand why she's not friends with Penn. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to have to watch season 2 over again. Because now as I'm watching season 1, I'm like, she did more harm to her own family than yours. You know? Like, she was so fair that she blew up her own family. You know? And like I said, the Bridgertons are always able to come out of near disasters unscathed. There are always a bunch of tiny fires going on at that house, you know, little things that could ruin them in the court of public opinion, but they're always able to come out of it unscathed. You know what I mean? That's why I like Penelope. She's equal opportunity. She's fair and balanced. She's not a hypocrite. If the queen can get this shade, her family can get this shade. That's just it. Period, point blank. You know what I mean? And she's not perfect. She's definitely made some mistakes. And I definitely understand why some people do not like her. That's fine. Ain't nobody saying you gotta like Penelope. But acting like Penelope is this evil person or the worst person in the show, I don't know. Not really my thoughts. But hey, everybody's open to their own opinion. Eloise, however, she didn't even see that her best friend was Lady Whistledown. She didn't see it. And we can be okay with that because it's obvious who's the more intelligent one of the two of them. I'm just saying, we all know Penelope's smarter than Eloise. We know. But season 2 and a little bit of season 1 kind of exemplifies why I don't really like Eloise. And you know, for those of you who are Penelope haters, I know this new season is going to hurt y'all a lot to see. You guys are going to enjoy every embarrassing moment she has, but when she ends up with Colin, oops, spoiler, I guess, y'all are going to be upset. And I feel sorry for y'all. But hey, I might have similar feelings when we get the Eloise season, because I don't like Eloise. And let me explain why. She's a hypocrite. She doesn't think things through nearly as much as she thinks that she does. She talks about how much she hates the town, she hates society, she hates tradition. You know, to a certain extent, she hates tradition, right? But as soon as she found somebody who was more on her intellectual level, and that's not to say her intellectual level is very high, because I also feel like Daphne was a little bit smarter than her as well. But anyways, when she finds somebody who is more on her intellectual level, the paperboy, she immediately gets into the whole feelings and love thing. So it's like, it seems like it's not that you hate tradition, it's that you hate things about tradition, and you hate how it's going to be difficult for you to find what you want. And you know what? I can empathize with that, right? Within the confines of your societal norms, it might be difficult for you as a higher woman of society to find the type of man that you actually want. But it cannot be that you consistently crap on people for wanting the life that is put in front of them. And I understand that Eloise is supposed to be a commentary on female liberation and all of that, women's liberation. But to me, she's just a hypocrite. I've never really seen her take too much of a stance, fight super hard for a cause. The only thing she's fought for is to unmask a gossip rat. That's all. And protest so she can stay home because she doesn't want to go to the party with mommy. I know she's a child, so I'm adding that in here before people say, but she's a kid, what do you expect her to do? Well, you can't go around making other people feel bad for their life choices when you're not willing to always stand on what you say. Now, I feel like with her particular season that may be coming up, I hope that they really go deep into her character and psyche, or I'm gonna just have to skip it because she's not my favorite character. She's a hypocrite, guys. She's a hypocrite. And I know that in this season she's gonna be hella annoying. Some of y'all are Penelope haters. I'm a Eloise not like her. I don't like her. And I know that she's going to be in Penelope's way this entire season. She's gonna be sitting there with Cressida Cowper like anybody gives a damn. And she's going to be annoying the crap out of me. Asking her brother, hey, why are you hanging around her? Did you tell them what happened? Did you tell people in your family that Penelope is Lady Whistledown? Did you tell them? No. Okay. That's why he's still hanging around her. You know how Colin is. If the betrayal is bad enough, he'll walk away for a little bit. He might come back, but he'll walk away. He can't walk away if you didn't tell him what happened. Eloise, what happened to all that book reading and smarts you claim that you be doing? Jesus Christ. Do I wish that she could have stayed with Paperboy? Yes. Just take her out of the show and let her live in the streets with the people and enjoy the rest of her days in pretend squalor. And I do appreciate that they kind of brought that up in season 2 slightly. The fact that even though she claims to not necessarily love her aristocracy and her station, she still is spoiled to a certain degree and doesn't understand how normal people have to live their lives. It's one of the reasons why she lost the Paperboy. And I do appreciate that. I'm not saying that the writers wrote her terribly. I think the writers wrote her correctly. I just don't like her character. For example, in another story, I'm not a big Captain America fan. I think the actor is gorgeous and I think his character is useful, but in terms of like who's my top 5, who's my favorite, I'm never going to put him up there because I don't appreciate the traits of the character and the way that the character acts. So it doesn't matter who's acting as him, it doesn't matter if it's a cartoon or a comic. I'm not really a big Captain America fan because that his behavior can be hypocritical. And that just does not jive with me sometimes with certain characters. That's just an example. It's not real. So in the same way, I don't necessarily blame the actress. It's the writers. The writers wrote her that way and she did it well. She did that character very well and I don't like her. Personally, that's just me. That's just it. That's just all. Please let me know if you're a Penelope hater or an Eloise not like her. I'm going to be enjoying this season because we're going to be focusing more on Penelope, but I am going to feel uncomfortable when she gets embarrassed. Like, it's a lot. And I felt so bad for Penelope when Eloise was like, yeah, we're not friends anymore, because I knew that was the last straw. I mean, as much as she cries, right? She can handle Colin not liking her or rejecting her because he'd been rejecting her for a while. But to have Eloise reject her, I feel that was the last straw for her. And that hurt me for her, in my very personal opinion. So, yeah, I just wanted to talk about this a little bit. just to put it out there, because I just realized that people really don't like Penelope, which makes sense. But I like Penelope and I don't like Eloise. So let's talk about it in the comments. In any case, this will be the last video I make, apart from one more, and then I'll talk about Bridgerton season 3 when it comes out. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and goodbye, my sires. Sue.